Call the City Council meeting for March 4th to order. We could have the roll call, please.
Frito.
Present.
Counselor Deja
Present.
Counselor Horn.
Here.
Counselor Fitzpatrick.
Here.
Counselor Fontenot is excused. Counselor Herman.
Present.
Counselor Carolian is excused.
Here.
Counselor Richardson.
Change.
Change. Counselor Richardson.
Present.
Counselor Sullivan.
Present.
Counselor Turner is excused. Counselor Walker.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Hammond.
Present.
Mayor is excused.
Okay. We stand for a short moment of silence. Councilor Carolian, would you lead us in the pledge?
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item would be the acceptance of the minutes.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Communications from the city manager.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I have a special presentation this meeting. If Chief Doobie could please join us at the podium for a minute. As many of you are aware, Fire Chief Dennis Doobie is retiring from the Rochester Fire Department effective March 15th. Chief Doobie's service to the city started back in 1996 when he joined the department as a call firefighter. He became a full-time employee in 1998 and remained a committed and hardworking member of our fire service as he worked through the ranks as firefighter, lieutenant, captain, deputy chief of training, and deputy chief of operations. He tried to retire a few years ago, but fortunately for us, we were able to bring him back to Rochester in 2022 as our fire chief. Since then, he has successfully led the department as a respected chief and made a meaningful and positive impact on the community. He leaves us now having served the citizens of Rochester for over 27 years. Chief Doobie leaves a legacy of professionalism, quality service, compassion, and collaboration. He is the type of leader who quietly works hard and engages in the community, not for recognition, but because he embraces and embodies the true meaning of public service. During his tenure, he could be seen engaging in activities like bell ringing for the Salvation Army, reading stories to Rochester's kindergarten classes, or leading a shift of firefighters to deliver Santa sacks to the Housing Authority residents, all with a smile on his face and a great sense of humor. When faced with a challenge, Chief Doobie has been resilient and seized the opportunity to apply creative problem solving and collaborate both within fire and with his peers in other departments. It is for these reasons that we would like to present this certificate of exemplary service to Fire Chief Dennis Doobie in recognition of his outstanding leadership, unwavering dedication, and selfless service to the Rochester Fire Department and the community. Chief Doobie, it's been a pleasure working with you, and you will be greatly missed. We wish you all the best in your retirement. If you have anything, but we can move on. This is my report.
Communications from the mayor. There is none that I am aware of at this point, so. Next item of business Presentations of petitions and council correspondence. Anybody have anything? Seeing none. There's no nominations, appointments, or resignations at this point. So report of committees. Appointments Committee. Council Walker.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. The Appointment Committee met last week. We have 4 appointments, 5 positions. The first one being a new appointment for Alec Taliaferro for the Parking Commission, seat E, term to expire 1/2/27. He was unanimously approved to refer to the council.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Next one is Alec Taliaferro again for the Arts and Culture Commission, seat G, term to expire 7/1/28. Unanimously recommended to the council.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Next position, we're shifting from seat G to seat I, alternate member for Meredith Lineweather for alternate member, Conservation Commission, seat I, term to expire 1/2/28. Committee unanimously recommends to the full council.
Second.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Next position, we're elevating an alternate member to seat G, regular member Dennis Raymond, Conservation Commission, seat G, term to expire 1/2/27. Committee unanimously recommends the full council.
Second.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
And finally, a reappointment of Samantha G. to Library Trustee, Ward 2, term to expire 1/2/28. The committee unanimously recommends her to full council.
Second.
Any other nominations? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you. Council Walker. Community Development Committee, is there anything to report tonight, Council Credo?
No, we've been busy with municipal funding. Our next meeting is a week from this Thursday, in which we will be trying to nail down some of that municipal funding and moving on from there. It's a busy time of the year for us.
Okay. Next item is Finance Committee. Resolution is authorizing the increase in the elderly and disabled tax exemption amounts. Do I have a motion?
Motion to adopt.
Okay. Do we want Mr. Sullivan to explain what's going on here? If you would, please.
If you don't mind, I would rather defer to Chief Assessor Walker to explain
Okay.
the
Oh,
detail, just
fine.
to keep me from tripping up on my own words.
Thank you and good evening. As part of what we look at each year for elderly and disabled exemptions and our other exemptions and credits, we recommended to the Finance Committee, and we're now recommending to you, that we adopt the changes in the exemption levels for both the elderly and for the disabled. What we've asked is that for each category, 65 to 74, 75 to 79, and 80 plus, as well as the disabled exemption, that we would increase those amounts by $75,000. So that would mean that somebody who qualifies and is 65 to 74 years old, the increase in amount would be from $112,500 to $187,500. Someone who is of the age of 75 to 79 and qualifies, the exemption would go from $150,000 to $225,000. A person who is 80 plus years old and qualifies, the exemption would go from $107,500 to $262,500. A person who qualifies for the disabled exemption, would go from 112,500 to 187,500, which is the same amount as the first tier of our elderly exemption. The purpose of asking for the increase, during the revaluation, the values went up higher than we had first indicated that they would go up. And we originally had 206 elderly persons who were receiving no tax bill. With this exemption, or with the exemption amount going up, we would go back to 205. In 2024, it went from 206 to 99. So only 99 people or households received no tax bill. The disabled exemption, there are 72 of them. We originally in 2023 had 28 people that were receiving no tax bill as a result of the exemption. It went down to 15 in 2024. With the increase, it would go back up and it would be 29. And that would be people that are already receiving the exemption. It wouldn't count new applications.
Any questions?
When was the last time that we increased these limits?
I believe they were increased last year, right before the revaluation occurred.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Thank you, Chief Assessor. So we have a motion on the floor. If there's no other discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes carry. Public Safety Committee.
I believe the chair is out.
Yes, we will have no new business to discuss at this time. That can't wait till next month.
I have one.
Yeah, you got one.
Streetlight.
Okay. Will you take it then?
If you'd like, I can
I'll
explain
read
that.
it. I'll read it. Committee recommendation to add a street light at the corner of North Main Street and Dewey Street. Consideration for approval.
As people may remember, we unfortunately had a pedestrian, a well-known pedestrian by the name of Bonnie McCahey, hit just over the fall time last year, and that was right around Dewey Street. I myself walk my dog down there a lot. In this area, we asked, Public Safety had asked to have the streetlights looked at. One of the thoughts is we needed to change the way that the crosswalk on Dewey Street was done. And when we had it looked at and it came back, the illumination was not clearly illuminating that crosswalk where she was hit. I personally have seen it as well. So the committee, knowing full well that the illumination in that area just was not up to par, had made the recommendation to put a second street light so that the crosswalk could be illuminated appropriately.
Thank you. Any discussion?
We don't have a motion.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second?
Now I'll call for a vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Public Works Committee had a meeting, but it was all basically non-public, so there was nothing to report from Public Works Committee. Unfinished business, road acceptance, Hayes Hill Road, second reading and consideration for adoption. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And 11.2, pilot agreement, GNM 17 LLC pilot, 60 Shard Drive, second reading and consideration for approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? New business, resolution authorizing the acceptance of a donation from the estate of Marjorie D. Johnson to the Rochester Police Department for Project Good Morning in the amount of $2,167.84.
Motion to adopt.
There a second? Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 13.2, wrestling permit requested. Has that gone through?
It's in the process.
It's in- okay. APW Entertainment LLC, Rochester Opera House, Clash of the Opera House, April 6, 2025. Consideration for approval. This is pending approval of the licensing board.
So approved.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. And next is non-meeting for non-public session, land RSA 91A:3, 2D, and non-public consultation with legal RSA 91A:2B. But I have a motion to go into
So
non-public.
moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Counselor Deja
Yes.
Counselor Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Counselor Sullivan?
Yes.
Counselor Horn?
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Herman?
Yes.
Counselor Credo?
Yes.
Counselor Richardson?
Yes.
Counselor Hammond?
Yes.
Counselor Carolian?
Yes.
That's it.
Question, are we coming?
Out of non-public. Counselor Walker.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we come out of non-public and seal the minutes indefinitely. Disclosure of said minutes would render the deal moot.
Second.
And Counselor Carolian is
I
excused.
think he
believe.
left.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Roll call, please.
Counselor Sullivan?
Yes.
Counselor Horn?
Yes.
Counselor Deja
Yes.
Counselor Walker?
Yes.
Counselor Herman?
Yes.
Counselor Credo?
Yes.
Counselor Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
Counselor Richardson?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hammond?
Yes. And if there's no objections, I will adjourn the meeting.